Baseball was always my true love.
Back to full. Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Kind of fell in love with the players on the field and wanted to be just like them. When I was in second grade, that was the first time I remember playing on an organized team. And that was when we were living in the UAE. I moved around a lot when I was a kid. When I was in 5th grade, my parents got divorced. It always felt like softball and baseball were controllable. I met Emily my junior year of college. We were both studying abroad in Jordan. Very early on in the program, we took this long bus ride. We were talking, she was opening up, I was opening up, and from that point forward, we were inseparable. One night, we were hanging out with other people from our program, and Emily started flirting with these guys. I remember feeling confused, like, why was I so annoyed? And Emily looked at me and was like, what's going on? I just walked away. And then it just hit me. I like her. But it's like a double scary thing. First you have to come out, and then you have to be vulnerable about how you feel for someone, and both those things can be received poorly. So we just stayed really close the whole time we were in Jordan. A year after we had come back, I planned to come to DC for the Women's March, and I had come to the conclusion that even if Emily wasn't interested in me, I had to just say something. There were hundreds of thousands of people at the Women's March, and Emily was really touchy. She held my hand at one point. So all day we're just building to it. After the Women's March, we went back to her apartment, and she said, I think we need to talk. My mind was racing. I had no idea where she was going to go with it. And she said, I think we're kind of obsessed with each other. I have never done a spontaneous thing in my life. Like, I'm actually quite tepid. But this felt like a moment where I really had to be brave. So I asked her, can I kiss you? And she said, yes. It was a great kiss. I remember feeling like out of breath and 1,000 feet in the air. Being in a long-distance relationship is definitely hard. It's especially hard because we're both in law school at the same time. Emily's going to Temple Law School, and she's going to be moving to DC after she graduates. I'm excited for her to come back to DC because it's where our relationship started. I definitely feel at home in DC, and there's something particularly exciting about being so close to all these institutions that have so much power. I, in particular, really appreciate the opportunity to be close with older queer couples. It is so nice for Emily and for me to be able to see what our lives could look like in 10 years, and seeing queer women have full lives in so many different ways that I didn't think were possible when I was a kid. My hope for the LGBTQ community is that the most vulnerable among us feel safe and comfortable to live life authentically. Creating a more broad-reaching and intersectional movement is really important. I, as a lawyer, feel particularly called to workers' rights, and workers' rights are queer rights too. Most people spend most of their time at their jobs, and people should be able to show up to work as who they are and not feel afraid to be fired or disciplined. Everybody deserves a voice at work. I want to be a part of building a better world, a more just world.